Olives envisions a world that is progressive and peaceful, where everyone lives comfortably and harmoniously with each other, being able to use fully God given talents and resources for the good of many. This dream of a better world is what Olive strives to attain for its students. And so, in this 21st century, we move to empower our students to make this happen. Olips aims to produce individuals who have the right character and are able to surpass life's challenges with grace, pride, and leadership. This is the hallmark of an empowered adoption. The empowered adoption is like a seedling amidst the parched land that can seep through the cracks and blossom into a healthy plant. An empowered adoption is one who is of good character, academically excellent, highly competitive, responsible steward of God's gifts, and globally prepared for the 21st century. In order to be able to make the vision come true, Olips commits to provide the best learning environment and facilities, develop a strong prayer life among its students, strengthen nationalism and love for the country, fostering awareness, behavioral changes, and engagement in practices towards sustainable development, developing leadership with a heart for service, and equipping learners with 21st century skills. Building the right character is essential in empowering the student. Olips therefore imbibes a set of core values among its students. The SRIs: spirituality, responsibility, integrity, caring culture, excellence. The empowered generation will be the Olive's contribution to the society and to the world. An empowered generation is a world of individuals with better understanding of relevant issues, better decision making, enhanced resilience. The empowered generation will bring our vision of a peaceful and progressive world into a reality.
do home-based schooling. And presently, I'm situated here in Eastern Samar. The distance did not really hinder my dreams to pursue my career.
Despite the distance, I still feel at home in Olops. Obtaining education and learning have never been hindered.
I am miles away from our teaching, but all of Hub's programming equipment for superior.
Distant learning was made possible for me because of the HUBS program of college.
Because of all of Hub's program, I'm able to pursue my studies.
Good morning to all options watching this webinar via Facebook livestream. My name is Patricia Cruz from the Center for Counseling and Career Development, and I will be your MC for today's program. In celebration of the World Mental Health Month, the OLOP Center for Counseling and Career Development conducts this webinar entitled Mental Health Care, Let's Make It a Reality for the students in the junior and senior high school and college department. Learn with us about the mental health, the factors that affect it, mental health and wellness, the mental health continuum, manifestations of stress in the new normal, and the mental health warning signs and areas for self care to cope with daily stressors. Before we begin, may we request everyone for a moment of silence to invoke the Almighty's blessing and guidance, followed by the Philippine National Anthem and the Olops hymn.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of our Lord. Our dearest Heavenly Father, thank you for making all things possible. We are grateful for all the blessings you are pouring upon each one of us, despite the challenges we are all currently facing. Thank you for blessing us today with the wonderful opportunity to meet virtually and learn together in the awesomely exciting webinar. May your blessings of wisdom and guidance be upon us, all through the sharing and impartation of knowledge and skills by our resource speakers, facilitators, and moderators. May all of us learn together, upgrade our competencies, and capacitate us to be the help in the development of our learners' lives and communities in the spirit of your love and generosity. May we now humbly commit every part of this webinar to you as we all bring you the glory, honor, and praises for your kingdom and holy name's sake. All this we pray in the precious name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, ewas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuyak ka ng magiting, sa mandudupin, di ka pasisikin, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ang pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang lang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitindig. Lumang ang araw ng warapit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya dapat may mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. to the light of cradle of our grateful hearts. We lift your name to the Lord. Upheld by his mighty right hand, we rest in his mercy and grace. Always ready to defend, that your name will forever shine and live. Beloved among us, the faith that leads our way to the light of cradle of our grateful hearts. We lift your name to the Lord. Upheld by his mighty right hand, we rest in his mercy and grace. Always ready to defend, that your name will forever shine and live.
A few reminders before we get started. Kindly spread the word about today's webinar on your social media accounts and use the hashtag mental health care. Now, for those who are watching via Facebook live stream, kindly type your questions in the comment section because we will bring them up during the question and answer portion after the talk. Please be reminded that the evaluation link will be the basis in generating the certificate of participation or attendance, and it will be flashed in the middle of the program for 3 minutes. Again, it will be flashed in the middle of the program for 3 minutes. It will only be open for 30 minutes upon flashing the link, so you better listen and watch till the end. Now, let me introduce our resource speaker for today's webinar. He finished his undergraduate studies in Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, completed his Master of Arts in Education, Guidance and Counseling at Roosevelt College, and finished his Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial Psychology in Irist, Manila. He worked as a faculty and lecturer in San Mateo Municipal College, Iris Graduate School, and Far Eastern University Roosevelt Graduate School. He is also an international trainer at LifeWorks, formerly Morno Sheppel, and a research trainer at Powerhouse Scholastic Center. He is currently affiliated with Mary the Queen College of Quezon City as a research director and the Dean of College of Arts and Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our resource speaker for today, Dr. Frederick Edward T. Fabella. Let's give him a virtual round of applause. Good morning,
Hi.
Doc.
Yeah, good morning, Ma'am Pat. Nice to meet you and thank you for inviting me dito po sa Olops. Ayan, salamat po.
Thank you, Doc. Now, may we proceed na po with the presentation? Are you ready na
Ay,
po?
okay, so I will share my PowerPoint po ba?
Yes, sir. You may na po.
Ah, ang ating audience po ba, pwede po ba paramdam sa ating chat? Ayan, okay lang po ba if we can ask the audience to say good morning, mag-shout out naman kayo dyan, ano? That's, buhayin po natin ang ating chat box.
All
May
right.
may access po ba sila sa ating chat box?
Yes, of course, sir. So to our audience, kindly comment down good morning or a wave emoji so that our speaker will be energized and will be interactive for today.
Yeah. Oo, kasi ang gusto natin nagiging interactive tayo. Kaya mas maganda na pang good vibes, no? Simulan po natin na bumati po tayo sa ating mga kasama, sa ating mga kaklase. Ayan, kung gusto niyo po mag-shout out, yan, please greet, no? Please greet your classmates, pwede nyo batiin yung mga teachers nyo. Yan. Yan, para mabuhay. Okay. And para mamaya, sanay din po tayo pag may Q&A po tayo kung gusto nyo magtanong. No? Hindi po kayo nahihiya na mag-express dito sa ating chat box. Okay? Sige,
Okay, sir.
so, okay. So let me just prepare my PowerPoint.
Okay, while Doc is preparing his PowerPoint, let us make the chat box lively by commenting and by participating on every instructions of Doc Fabella as he go through the presentation. Okay? All right, so we have here students from the junior high school. Meron din ako nakikitang students from senior high school, especially sa afternoon shift. Okay, and also the college department. Ayan. Thank you so much for attending today's webinar. Okay, kahit Saturday, talagang nagbigay kayo ng oras para manood dito. So, we really appreciate it. Alright, so I think you're ready na po, Doc, for the presentation.
Yes po. Sige po,
Okay.
sisimulan na po natin. Ayan. So I was introduced earlier. So actually, I'm connected with 4 schools at the moment. No? Presently. Ayan, so ito po yung aking mga pinagkakaabalahan. So as you can see, medyo hindi ako busy. Okay, so and let me just share. Ayan, so ito po yung ating topic for this morning. So we will be dividing our discussion this morning into 3. No, yung una yung self-care, and then pangalawa yung online wellness. Yan. Kasi di ba babad na babad po tayo sa online, no, sa social media. No? So isa yun sa mga factors sa mental health po natin. And at the end of the discussion, we will be learning a new skill called mindfulness. Yan. So ano kaya yung mindfulness na yan? So later, matututunan po natin. Okay? So self-care is very important, no? Kasi it allows us to parang preventive yan, preventive measures yan para lagi po tayong mentally well, no? Kaya mental health care na po, no? So we want to be mentally healthy, and para magawa po natin yon, kailangan meron tayong konting self-care, no? Parang kung ang physical body po natin ay inaalagaan natin, no? Meron din tayong mental care, mental health care na kailangan gawin. Okay, so simulan na po natin. Yeah. So try to reflect on the following. No? So self-care. Unahin po natin. So alam po natin na as students, no, we devote a lot of our time to studying, no? Studying. No? Minsan baka nabu-burn out na po tayo. No? Alam niyo yung feeling ng burnout, no? Lalo na nasa bahay ka lang, di ba? Hindi mo nakikita yung mga kaklase mo, no? For obvious safety reasons, hindi natin nakikita yung ating mga kaklase. No? Pero that also adds a burden sa atin, no? Na tayo ay nag-aaral, feeling natin mag-isa tayo nag-aaral. No? So we need to take a break. No? We need to take a break from continuous and constant studying. No? So para well-rounded po tayo. So try to think about your daily routine from morning to evening. Ano po ba ang daily routine? Lalo na pag Monday to Friday, pag meron kayong pasok. No? Ano po ba ang daily routine natin? No? Ang ginagawa natin sa umaga, no? Ano yung klase ba? No? Ano yung ginagawa natin sa lunch, no? Or klase ulit. And then, what we're going to do is we're going to try to uh, figure out, no? Kung saan tayo pwede mag-set aside ng time. Alam mo po yung concept ng me time, no? Dapat may tayong me time. Yan, no? So, after we have thought about our routine, kung ano yung nagiging schedule natin araw-araw, maghanap tayo ng time that we can set aside for ourselves. Yan, me time na yan. Okay? So, choose a specific time for yourself. No? Just 15 to 20 minutes will do. Okay? So, isip po tayo ng gano'n. Sa talagang me time, para lang sa'yo. Para lang sa'yo. Hindi naman kailangan masyado mahaba, pero huwag rin masyado maikli. So try to think about it. Ano kaya magandang oras sa araw That can be your me time. No? It can be the same time every day or it can be different each day depending sa schedule. Diba? Iba-iba yung schedule minsan sa klase. Right? So isip ka naman oras ang maganda na we can have where when I can have my me time. Yan, no? So pag-isipan po natin yan. Sa umaga ba, sa hapon ba, or sa gabi ba, when you are resting. Okay, so think about the 15 to 20 minutes na set aside mo just for yourself. Yan, okay? So I hope naisip nyo na po. Yan po yung first step. Alright, so ano gagawin natin dyan sa 15 to 20 minutes na yan? Bakit pa natin kailangan mag-set aside ng 15 to 20 minutes na yan? Yan. Mag-iisip tayo ng pwede natin gawin. One of the things that we can consider doing is physical exercise. And then you would wonder, no, bakit physical exercise ay mental health care? Well, alam niyo po na meron pong tinatawag na mind-body connection, no? Sound mind, sound body. Sound body, sound mind. You have to take care of your entire self. Hindi lang physical, hindi lang mental, and one affects the other. No? Kapag ikaw ay mentally well, it also affects your physical wellness. If you are physically well, it also affects your mental wellness. Kaya maganda na kino-combine po natin yung dalawang yan. No? We take care of everything. No? So, isip po tayo ng exercise na gusto nyong gawin or na-enjoy nyong gawin. Ano nga ba? Ano nga ba yung gusto nyong exercise na mag-enjoy kayo? So, try to consider, no? Choose a specific physical exercise. Like, ano ba ang gusto niyo exercise? Gusto niyo ba nag-stretching, jogging in place, hindi kayo makalabas ng bahay? Kung makakalabas kayo, ano pwede niyo gawin? Do you jog? No? Do you bike? No? Nag-badminton, volleyball? No? So this is something that you can enjoy and at the same time will be helpful and beneficial sa katawan. Diba? Kaysa nasa bahay lang tayo at hindi tayo gumagalaw. Alam nyo, isa sa mga naging epekto ng ECQ last year, no? 3 months tayong hindi makalabas ng bahay, nagsitabaan tayo. Yung mga students ko sa isang school, sabi nila, hindi na daw kasya yung mga uniform nila. No? Siyempre, hindi ka gumagalaw, nasa bahay ka lang. Diba? So, yung calories na binoburn natin ay kumonte. We eat the same amount of food, pero we burn up less calories. Kasi kailangan, medyo patas yan, no? You eat and burn the same amount of calories. Pero if you eat and eat, wala namang nababurn, nasa-store yan sa ating fat, no? The fat stores. Okay, so choose a physical exercise. So, may-enjoy niyo. No, isip kayo. Yan, pwede nyo gawin yan. No, now, kung solo exercise, at least you don't need a partner. Kung gusto naman ng partner, kalaro, masaya din yun. Diba? It's good to have a buddy. No? Okay? So, whether solo or with a buddy or with a group, okay pa rin yan. Basta it's physical exercise. Yan. Okay? So, another thing that you can do with your 15 to 20 minutes, no? Pipili lang kayo kung ano yung gusto nyo gawin. You can do creative expression. Ano ba yung creative expression? No? Hindi nyo yung picture. Ano ba yung nakikita nyo sa picture? No? May rakista doon. Yan ba ang trip ninyo? Gusto nyo ba yan? Yan ba ang hilig ninyo? No? Okay? So maraming pwedeng gawin. No? Kung ayaw ng family ninyo na maingay sa bahay, no? Baka hindi pwedeng mag-ingay sa bahay. Baka you might have to choose a physical expression or rather creative expression na hindi maka-istorbo. Pero that's one of the things that you can consider. Think about the following activities. Ano ba yung gusto niyong gawin? Express yourself. Mahilig ba kayo mag-journaling? Ano ba yung journaling? Hindi yan yung ginagawa ng mga journalists. Journaling, sabihin, you write down your thoughts, your experiences, parang diary. Yan. Diba, gumagawa ng sarili na lang blog. No? Anonymous blogs. Isulat nila lahat ng mga naiisip at nararamdaman nila. Or you might want to write poetry. Isipin nyo na lang, alin yun ang gusto nyo, no? Kayo ba ay mahilig kayo ba ay magaling gumawa ng tula? Ayan, no? Painting. No? If you have the materials at home, you want to explore, no? Another artistic endeavor like painting, pwede. No? Kung hilig mo na talaga yan, you can go back to that. Drawing, no? Drawing is hindi masyadong maraming kailangang gamit dyan. No? You just need a pen and paper, right? Or a pencil. No? Photography, if you have a camera. No? Actually, kahit cellphone mo lang, pwede mo nang pang photography yan, di ba? Hanap ka ng mga angle, no? Na pwede mong picture, mga still life, or yung mga tao. Yan, no? And then you can collect those photographs. Di ba? Okay? Dancing, no? Syempre, uso-uso ang TikTok ngayon. Di ba? It's one of the ways by which we can express ourselves, no? Pagtanggal din daw yun ng stress, no? Nakikita ko lagi si Ma'am Des, may TikTok video siya sa kanyang My Day. Lagi kong inaabangan ano kaya ang bagong TikTok ni Ma'am Des. Yan, no? And also playing music, gaya nga po na nakalagay sa picture. Ano bang musical instrument na meron kayo sa bahay that you can play? Gitara ba? Piano ba? No? Do you play the flute? Do you play the violin? No? Harmonica? Kung ano man. No? Baka may drum set ka sa bahay. Nga lang, may ngayon. Baka magalit ang kapitbahay. So, di ba? Yun lang ang mga risk na pag mga musical yan. Minsan no, it might be too loud. Pero kung pwede, let's do it, di ba? Yan. So, this is something that you can also do during your 15 to 20 minutes that you have set aside for yourself. Your me time. Ano pa? Ano pa ang pwede natin i-consider? Yan. So, pili kayo dyan, no? Siguro may naisip na kayo. No? Play with a pet. Ayan. Sino sa inyo may pet? No? Baka gusto niyo ng sulat sa chat box. Sulat niyo yung mga pet niyo. Ano ang gusto niyo yung pet niyo? What pet do you have at home? Is it a dog? Is it a cat? Is it a fish? Is it a parrot? No? Gusto ko yan. Sulat niyo yan dyan para makita ng inyong mga kamag-aral. Ano ba ang mga pet niyo? Baka gayahin kayo, bumili din sila ng ganun. No? Pet turtle. Meron ba kayong pet turtle? Ano kaya yung pinaka-exciting na pet? No? And ano kaya yung pinaka-boring na pet na hindi nag-i-interact? No? Ayan, di ba minsan gusto natin nag-i-interact siya. Pero minsan gusto na natin yung hindi siya nag-i-interact. Yung pinapanood lang natin siya. Gaya ng mga isda. Di ba madalas you just watch them. No? Hindi naman sila nakikipaglaro sa atin eh. So, what pet would give you the most enjoyment? No? Ang laking bagay daw yan to have a pet. Why? Lalo na yung mga dogs, no? They love you. They love you sometimes unconditionally. No? Mahal na mahal ka ng iyong pet. No? If you want unconditional love, yan, no? You can get that from pets. No? Well, depends sa pet, of course. Okay? So, do you have pets at home? Choose a fun pet activity. Ano yung pwede mong gawin with your pet? No? Do you walk around with your dog? Naghahabulan ba kayo? Yan. So many things that you can do when you have a pet. Okay, so yan yung mga pwede mong gawin. Right? With your 15 to 20 minutes, ito yung mga pwede mo. Dami mo palang pwedeng gawin. Ano na? Masaya. Sipin nyo, self-care yan. No? Even though you're playing with your pet, it's still self-care. Kasi ikaw yung nag-enjoy. O, diba? Yan. No? Pangtanggal ng stress. Okay. Ano pa? Ano pang pwede natin gawin sa 15 to 20 minutes na yon? We can also do nature appreciation. Now, if you live in an area, well, kung kayo ay taga Marikina, no? Magandang lugar ang Marikina, madaming mga lugar na may mga puno-puno, may mga park-park pa dyan, no? Di ba? Yung mga park-park, magandang tumambay doon, you just appreciate nature, no? You walk down the street pag maraming puno, it's a different feeling when you commune with nature. Yan, di ba? Try to look for trees, park. Try to look for a garden na kaya niyong puntahan na hindi niyo na kailangang mamasahe, hindi niyo na kailangang bumiyahe, hindi niyo na kailangang magmotor or magkotse. Yung kayang-kaya niyo lang puntahan. Malay niyo, meron kayong garden malapit lang near your house. Okay? That's good. No? Kasi when you're one with nature, parang nakakatanggal. No? When you are in nature kasi parang time stands still. Di ba? No? Kaya tayo nasi-stress minsan ang bilis ng pace ng buhay. Kailangan nating sumabay sa pace ng buhay. No? Masyadong maraming kailangan gawin. Ang bilis umandar ng oras. But when you are in nature, time stands still. Parang hindi kumikilos ang oras. And that's very relaxing. Di ba po? Yan, okay? So think about that, no? Baka gusto nyo gamitin yung 15 to 20 minutes nyo yan for nature appreciation. Okay, so do a nature visit, no? Nearby. Yan. Okay, now, ito yung isa sa mga pinakamahirap gawin. No? Pinakamahirap talagang gawin yan. Mahirap yan, no? It's a struggle, lalo na ngayon. Kasi we are so dependent on the internet, lalo na ngayon, we study from home, we work from home, no, we need to be online all the time, baka may mga important messages dyan, no, baka sa school, may kailangan gawin, yung kaklase mo, no, ganyan, may mga kailangan kang malaman na hindi mo nabalitaan, no, babalita siya, so parang kailangan mong online lagi, no, kaya pansinin nyo, gaano kadalas na tingnan ang inyong cellphone. Orasan nyo sa isang oras. How many times do you need to look at your cell phone? Or is your cell phone always in your face? Di ba? Isipin nyo yun, we have become so dependent on that. Pero even though we are dependent on that, that does not mean na dapat lagi tayong online. No? We need to go offline. We need to reconnect with reality. Kasi di ba, online is virtual reality. It's a cyberspace. Yeah, no? So we try to connect with reality and we can only do that if we go offline. So try nyo nga yun. How many minutes can you go without looking at your cell phone, without looking at your smartphone, without checking your messenger, your social media? Try nyo nga yun kasi mahirap yun. No? It's hard, but really, you don't need it constantly. No? You can take a break, sabi nga dito. No? Baka magkaroon ka ng konting anxiety. Naku, ano na kaya mga nangyayari sa social media? Sino na kaya mga nagme-message sa akin? May ganun talagang fear or anxiety. Pero okay lang yon. Huwag ka mag-alala. Hindi ang mundo kapag hindi mo tingnan ang iyong cellphone. Promise. It's not the end of the world. Yan, no? Try nyo muna. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Habang tumatagal, uy, kaya ko pala. 1 hour. No? 1 hour. No? Na hindi tumitingin sa cellphone. Kasi kahit may ginagawa ka, tumitingin ka pa rin sa cellphone. Eh. Nanonood ka ng palabas, cellphone pa rin. No? Babasa ka, may cellphone pa rin. No? May kausap ka na nga sa harap mo, cellphone pa rin. That becomes a dependence. And it might become a problem later, no? Maging dependent tayo sa ating mga gadgets. Okay? So, try nyo lang yan, ano? See how long you can go. Challenge. Challenge accepted. Sige nga, try nyo nga. For today, how long can you go without checking your cell phone? All right. So, these are the tips, no, for self-care. Simple lang pala, no? Nasaan yung mental health yan? Akala nyo walang kinalaman sa mental health. Lahat yan may kinalaman sa mental health. Lahat yan nakakatulong sa pagtanggal ng stress natin. No? Hindi siya direct, indirect. Pero once you get the hang of it, once you start doing it, once it becomes a habit, no, it will make you feel better mentally. No? It will make you feel better emotionally. Pag nasanay kayong gawin itong 6 self-care tips na yan. Okay? So that's the end of the first part of my talk. So kung meron kayong tanong, no, mamaya kasi meron tayong mga question and answer. So I'd like you to think about all the things that you have learned so far. No? Kung meron kayong gusto itanong, gusto nyo i-clarify, gusto nyo erase na point later, sulat nyo ngayon para hindi nyo makalimutan. Para mamaya, pag meron na tayong Q&A, matanong nyo lahat. No? Kasi baka makalimutan nyo na pag mamaya may Q&A na tayo. Okay? So, yan. So, we will now be moving forward to the next step, to the next topic. Tapos na tayo sa self-care. Simple lang pala. Ganun lang pala ang self-care. No? Yun lang pala yun. Alright, so let's move forward. Ayan na. Pupunta na tayo sa online wellness. Kasi nga babad tayo sa internet, di ba? Kaya kanina sa self-care, sabi natin, baka kaya nating mag-offline. Pero while we are online, baka meron tayong mga kailangan ding alalahanin, no? So that we can promote our wellness while we are online. Okay, so tingnan po natin, ano po ba yung mga yan? Yan. Ang titingnan natin is yung mga, ano ba yung unhealthy online activities? Ano ba yung mga unhealthy na yan? Na baka dumadagdag lang sa stress natin. Na baka hindi nakakabuti sa atin. Ano po? Alright. So let's look at them one by one. Okay. Ayan, no? Kung napapansin nyo, di ba, social media, people can post anything. No? Pwede sila mag-post ng kahit ano. Ang sasabihin nung nag-post, bakit ba? Timeline ko to. I can do whatever I want. I can post whatever I want. This is my life. No? This is my life. I can do whatever I want. This is my social media. I can post whatever I want. Yes, that's true. That's your right. Pero, pag-isipan natin, ano ba yung mga pinopost natin? Kayo ba? Natutuwa ba kayo kapag may nakikita kayo mga nagpo-post ng mga kung ano-anong baka naman ay hindi kayo natutuwa? Yan, no? Hindi nakakatuwang makita. No? Kasi kung kayo ay hindi natutuwang makita yon na pinopost na iba, ano kaya yung isipin na iba pag sila naman na nakakita ng post mo na ganun din? Di ba po? Yan, sa pag-isipan po natin yon. No? Posting all your activities for friends, family, enemies, and even future employers to see. Nakikita nila lahat yan. No? Ayan, no? The attention they receive, yun lang ang gusto ng karamihan. We want attention. We want likes. We want comments. Diba? Sometimes, yun ang hinahabol natin. We crave all these likes and views, no? And shares and comments. Pero, ano ba yung sinishare natin? Ano ba yung pinopost natin para lang makuha yun? Para lang ma-achieve yun? No? You have to think about that. No? Kasi, diba, nag-post ka ng mga ganyan. Diba? Eventually, akala mo, ang nakakita lang, mga kaibigan mo, nakalimutan mo, hindi lang sila nakakita niyan. No? Kasi makikita din yun nino, no? Ng lola mo, ng lolo mo, mga kamag-anak mo. Diba? Yung mga walwalan na tinatawag, no? Pinost nyo, nakikita yan ng mga close family mo, close relatives mo, matutuwa kaya sila. No? Kahit yung kaaway mo, makikita niya yan. No? Matutuwa yan sa pinopost mo kasi, di ba? Tingnan mo siya, oh. Yan, no? Pati yung future boy, alam niyo ba yon? Na mga pinopost natin sa social media. Nowadays, guys, tuturo ko lang sa inyo. Nowadays, when you apply for a job, no, kasi nagbibigay din ako ng training sa mga HR. Nowadays, when you apply for a job, yung mga HR, tinitingnan na nila ang social media ng job applicant. Promise, tinitingnan nila yon. Because they want to know, that's one way of finding out ano yung personality ng job applicant. Eh, ano nakita ng HR, no, sa company, yung ano nakita nila doon sa social media ng job applicant. Puro hindi nakakatuwang mga pictures and posts, di ba? So, syempre, parang ano yan, ano? Do you want to hire someone like that? Na kung ano-ano lang ang mga pinopost, di ba? So, you have to think twice before you post anything, no? Post tayo ng mga wholesome, nakakatuwa, no? Mga pang-family, pang-pamilya. Yan. Okay? So, these are things that we can do instead of posting ng mga walwalan. Alright? So, yan. So, think about that, no? And try to consider this first tip. Alright. Let's now go to another unhealthy online activity. Comparison. You know what? Kasi ang hilig ko nga po ay research, no? Nabanggit na kanina dun sa aking introduction that I do a lot of research. Isa sa mga research na nagawa ko at na-encounter ko rin sa mga estudyante ko is kinoconnect nila ang stress with paggamit ng social media. And you know what? May connection ang stress level natin sa paggamit ng social media. Meron. no? And one of the reasons kung bakit tayo nasa-stress is because of comparison. Nakikita natin ang mga pinopost ng iba. At dahil we are only human, no? Minsan we are prone to inggit, we are prone to envy, no? May iniisip na, "Uy, bakit siya? May ganun siya. Bakit siya nakapunta doon? Ba't siya kumain ng ganito? Ba't siya may bagong ganyan?" Di ba? We tend to compare ourselves with others. And hindi po healthy yun, ano? We should not feel healthy, no? Because social media becomes a show, no? A place for us to make our life look more exciting than others. Parang nagiging competition, no? Nang yun, anong nangyari na nga minsan, baliktad na. Dati, nung wala pang internet, wala pang Facebook, wala pang social media, we go to a party, a birthday party, kasi may birthday. We go to a wedding kasi may kasal. Punta tayo sa binyag kasi may binyag. Diba? We go to a reunion kasi we want to see our friends dun sa reunion. Nowadays, hindi na. We go to a party para mag-selfie, para may ma-post. Imagine that, no? Nagbago yung paradigm. Nagbago na ngayon. Hindi na yung party yung mahalaga. Yung mahalaga is yung ipopost mong picture about the party. Hindi nyo naisip yun? Pumunta ka sa binyag, hindi na yung binyag yung mahalaga. Ang mahalaga is yung ipopost mong picture na nandun ka sa binyag. Nandun ka sa kasal. Nandun ka sa reunion. Yung post yung naging mahalaga, hindi yung event. Imagine, ganun na yung nangyayari. And that becomes sort of like a competition. We're trying to show, wow, exciting ng buhay ko. Look at my life. No? Feeling natin celebrity tayong lahat. Diba? Feeling natin may mga fans tayo that we're all no, we're all in the spotlight, no? Everybody's watching us. Yan. Eh medyo unhealthy po 'yon kasi, di ba? We are only trying to make we're only trying to make ourselves look like we have an exciting life. No? And it is a subtle but powerful form of lying. Yan, no? So instead of engaging in comparison, no, know your worth. No, don't give in to envy. See your true value and be your true self. No? And pag nagpo-post tayo, huwag natin hinahangad yung mga likes, yung mga comments. No? Kung yun ang habol mo, maybe wag na lang tayo mag-post. You know why? Kasi kung ang habol mo is mag-post para maraming likes, eh paano kung walang nag-like? Eh di, wasak tayo. We feel bad, we feel sad, we feel frustrated. Huwag na lang tayo mag-post. Kung yun lang ang habol natin. Diba? Alright, so ganun lang po yun. Don't try to be popular. Kasi yun ang naging trend sa social media. We want to be popular. It is a bottomless trap that makes you want more of it. No? Parang nagiging addiction. Yan. Alright. Over-sexualized clothing, no? Nakikita natin ito lalo na sa mga girls, no? We're trying to get attention, no? Actually, kahit sa lalaki, nakikita ko rin yan, yung anyway, nakikita niya naman yan, so I don't need to describe it anymore. I don't know kung ano yung nagiging motivation. Siguro, may isang tao, nung nag-post siya ng ganon, di ba, nag-post siya ng ganon, maraming nag-like, maraming nag-comment, so parang gusto, wow, dami pala nag-appreciate pag meron akong ganong picture. Popost ulit ako para marami na namang mag-like. Okay? Pero, di ba, no? We want attention, pero sometimes, baka ikaw ay mabiktima. No? Biktima ng mga taong nagmamanipulate, di ba? Yung mga nang-uuto dyan. So, maraming gaganap na ganyan sa social media. Kaya, we have to have maturity and regulate ourselves yung ginagawa natin. No? Instead of doing that, no? You bring modesty back. Yan, di ba? Modesty invites respect. Modesty invites respect. You want to be respected. Di ba po? Gusto natin yun. So let's try to foster that. Let's try to go after that respeto. Hindi yung tinitingnan lang nila ang pictures mo kasi ganon yung suot mo. Right? No? Yan. Alright. So, sana maalala natin yan. Okay. Ito pa yung isa sa mga nangyayari sa social media. No, yung gusto natin maging viral, gusto natin mga nagte-trending tayo. Kung ano-ano ang pinaggagawa natin para lang tayo mag-viral at mag-trending. Minsan nagko-komedyante na tayo, minsan may ginagawa tayong katatawanan. No? Naalala ko, may isang nagte-trending ngayon na picture na may isang babae na nakita niya yung poster ng BTS, sinalikan niya lahat ng mga lalaki doon sa BTS poster na yun. Eh, nakunan siya ng video. No, nag-trending ngayon niya. I don't know kung nakita niya, nakakita ko yung kahapon. No? So, people are doing so many things just to gain attention kahit nakakahiya na. Is that worth it? Na para lang magkaroon ng likes at mag-trending, kahit ano gagawin mo na. Diba? No? I have a student na kinareer niya yung TikTok niya. Umabot sa point na meron siyang TikTok video na nagkaroon ng 1 million. No? So, feeling niya, celebrity na siya. No? Wow, sikat na ako, sabi niya. No, problema, after nung video niya, hindi na siya umabot ng 1 million. Mababa na, onti na lang. So, ano nangyari sa kanya? Feeling niya, sikat siya ngayon, feeling niya, laos na siya. Isipin niya, no? The fame that you get from social media is so temporary. It is so temporary. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to do anything and everything nakakahiya, nakakatawa para lang dun sa very temporary fame that you think you have, pero later on, makakalimutan ka rin kasi may bago na namang sikat. May bago na namang nag-trend. May bago na namang nag-1 million. And you will be forgotten the very next day. Diba? So it's not worth it. Physically dangerous yung ginagawa. Minsan, humiliating, nakakaya. Nagko-komedyante. Diba? Gusto mo sumikat sa pagiging komedyante, diba? Ikaw, bahala ka. Kung gusto mo yan. Baka gusto mo mag-audition, no? Hindi talagang habol mo. May invite ka sa mga ganon, no? Well, that's a career if you want, no? Pero konti lang ang sumisikat sa comedy. Alright. So, moving forward. Yan, viral video attempts. Instead of that, no? Counter this by acknowledging that we all need attention and acceptance, pero we should seek acceptance and attention sa nagmamahal sa atin. Not from strangers. These are all nameless and faceless strangers. No? Yung mga likes na yan, mga views na yan, nameless, faceless strangers, they don't matter to you. The only people who matter to you are the people who love you and care about you. Remember that. Yun dapat ang sa kanilang attention dapat ang ating kinikrave. Alright. Now, ito pa. Isa pa sa mga nangyayari, unhealthy online activities. No? Yung mga gumagawa ng mga dummy account, yung mga cyberbullying na yan. No, nako, dami-daming ganyan nagaganap. Lalo na ngayon, I think skyrocket pa ang frequency ng cyberbullying at ng kung ano-ano pang nangyayari. Mga poser na yan, ano? Minsan, meron pa nga nagkwento sa akin. No? Ang ginawa sa kanya nung kagalit niya, no? Kinopya yung picture niya, pangalan niya, lahat. Tapos gumawa ng duplicate account, no? Fake account. Na kunwari, siya yun. Imagine mo, 2 accounts, isa, no? Isa peke, isa ikaw, yung totoo. Pero parehong-pareho yung laman. That sometimes makes social media dangerous, no? Kasi ina-upload natin lahat. Lahat na-upload natin, pati everything about ourselves. Parang tuwan-tuwa pa tayong sinusulat natin lahat. Ano? Sa tayo nakatira, anong birthday na, ano? Favorite color natin, favorite book natin, favorite everything, lahat. Isang danger din doon, guys, is yung the possibility of identity theft. So be careful then what information you share kasi pwedeng nakawin yung information mo and gagawa yan no? Magkukunwari siya na ikaw yun. And that's dangerous. So try to be careful then kung ano yung mga information. Kasi nakikita kayo mga profile ng mga iba, lahat talaga nakalagay. As in, pati yung mga professional na kilala ko, pero work experience, ang sila lahat trabaho. No? Everything. Pati pangalan ng nanay, tatay nila. Eh minsan yun ang verification information na hinihingi, di ba? No? Tatawag ka sa bangko, oh, what's your mother's name? Eh nabasa mo doon sa Facebook, hindi sa, ito yung mother's name ko. No? Eh hindi pala siya yun. No? Nagkaroon ka ng nagkaroon yung nagpapanggap ng access sa bank account mo because all your information is on your Facebook. And that's dangerous. Well, balik tayo dito, no? So, let's not engage in this. Ano ba napapala natin pag tayo ay nang aatake ng iba? Ano napapala natin? What do we really get? Do we really get satisfaction when we attack others? When we humiliate others? When we bully others? Ano yung napapala natin? Do we make our lives better by hurting other people? No? Or would we have peace of mind kung hindi na lang natin ginawa yun? No? Feeling mo pag may nang atake sa'yo, you want to strike back. No? You want to make higante. Yan, no? Gusto mong gumanti. Revenge. Yan, no? Para kang Avengers. You want to avenge yourself. No? Ano? Ganti ka nga, pero walang katapusan yun. Pag gumanti ka, gaganti din siya. Gaganti ka naman, gaganti din siya. Mamaya, no? Nag-ubusan na kayo ng sobrang galit na. And it escalates. Yan. So, try not to do that. No? Try not to do that. Para, life is already so stressful. We don't need to add to it. We don't need to create problems. We already have enough of that. Yan. Okay? So, I hope you will remember all these things na sa online wellness. Yan. Kasi, being online is a very stressful thing already. Nabanggit na natin kanina yung mga inggit, comparison, you want to be popular, no? Ano ba talaga? What are we really after online? What's missing sa buhay natin? Bakit natin kini-crave lahat yan? Sometimes, when we crave attention, we are actually after something else. What is it that's missing? Ano ba talaga yung wala? Ano yung pinupunan nating pangangailangan at naghahangad tayo lagi ng attention sa social media? If we are buo, no? Buo tayong tao. Kung buo tayong tao, hindi natin hahanapin yun sa social media. Now, it's just another aspect ng buhay natin. It's not our world. Hindi yan yung real world. Okay? So I hope you will remember, this is the real world. Na ito. Kung nasaan kayo ngayon, that's the real world. Social media kasi, di ba? Ito yung mga Instagram. Minsan nalulungkot ako kasi, no, kahit yung mga pictures na sobrahan ng filter, no, kahit ba kayo ng filter, na sobrahan na ng filter, hindi mo nakamukha yung picture mo. No, meron akong estudyante na alam ko dark complexion siya talaga, pero pag nakita mo yung mga post ko sa lalaki to, pag nakita mo yung mga post ko sa Facebook at Instagram, no, ang puti-puti niya. No? So is that honesty? Is that honesty? What kind of values are we trying to promote? No? Na gusto natin mag-iba ang ating anyo. No? So let's try to be authentic. Let's try to be the real us. Is that the real you? Yan, when you post something on social media. Okay? So let's try to be authentic. Yan. Okay, so again, kung meron kayong tanong, no, kung meron kayong questions, meron kayong clarification, please note it down. Please take note of it and later, pag-uusapan natin yan sa Q&A. Okay? Alright. Okay, so ayan stalking, cyberbullying, making dummy accounts, poster accounts to hurt others online. Sana hindi natin gawin yan. No? Instead, no, focus your energy on productive things like a hobby. Kaya kanina sabi ko, hanap kayo ng creative expression. No? If you really want to get back at your enemies, gusto mo talagang maging ganti, hindi ka makatiis, success is your best revenge. Diba? No? Just become successful. Siya naman ngayon ang maiinggit sa'yo. Tama? Alright. So, yan ang best revenge natin. Kung gusto mo talagang maging ganti. Okay, so remember those things and try to think about ano yung gusto nyo itanong later. So we will now proceed to the third part. This time we will be learning a skill. And it's called mindfulness. Ano ba yung mindfulness? Yan, no? Mindful. Mind. Ano bang ginagawa? Has something to do with the mind siguro. Yan, no? Alright, so tingnan natin. Ano ba yung mindfulness? Mindfulness is about focusing on the moment. Bakit? Ba't natin kailangan mag-focus on the moment? Kasi madalas, no, our mind wanders, our mind lingers, our mind, no, thinks of things in the past or thinks of things in the future, no? Pag ikaw ay laging nag-iisip ng nakaraan, no, you are living in the past. If you are always thinking about the future, you are worrying about the future all the time. If you're always in the past or you're always in the future, you are never in the present. Wala ka dito ngayon. Sige nga, let's do a self-check. Ano iniisip ko ngayon? Are you thinking about something in the past? A memory? Maybe a regret? Yan. Or are you thinking about something that you have to do later or tomorrow? Naku, mamaya may gagawin pa ako. Naku, mamaya meron pa akong homework. Naku, mamaya meron pa pinapagawa si nanay sa akin. No? If you're thinking about the future or you're thinking about what happened yesterday, nasaan ka ngayon? You are not here now. Your mind is elsewhere. Diba? And mindfulness is a skill that will help us focus on the moment, on the present moment. Yan, no? Mahalaga daw yan. Helpful daw yan. Nakakatulong daw yan sa atin. No? Okay, so simulan na natin. So, what's the situation? No? We are always spending too much time planning, problem solving, daydreaming, or thinking, no? Minsan negative thoughts, random thoughts. Nakakapagod yun. Isip ng isip ng isip. Di ba? Okay? So, it can also make you, no, prone to more stress, anxiety, and depression. Kasi isip ka ng isip, naku, ano kayang pwedeng mangyari? Naku, dapat di ko ginawa yun. Nagsisisi ako. Di ba? Nakaka-stress yan pag ganun ka mag-isip. Nagbibigay ng anxiety, nagbibigay ng depression. No? Tapos na yun. Tapos yung iniisip mo sa future, hindi pa naman nangyayari. So why are you thinking about these things? Isa tapos na, isa hindi pa nangyayari. Nakakapagod yun. Nakaka-stress. No? Alright. So, what is mindfulness? Yan. It is a type of meditation. Uy, ano kaya yung meditation na yan? Kakaiba yan. Meditate. Ano yung ginagawa dyan pag meditate? May mga idea na kayo kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga nag-meditate. No? No. Meditation, there are many, many forms. Kaya kung meron man kayo naiisip na form of meditation, baka hindi yan yan. No? Ang naiisip kayo kung meditate na, hindi yun. Iba yung meditation na matututunan natin. No? Mindfulness. It is being aware of what you're sensing, feeling in the moment. Ngayon. Without interpretation or judgment. Hindi mo ina-assess, ini-evaluate kung ano man yung mga pumapasok sa'yo na isip or thoughts or feelings. No? Kung ano yung naiisip mo, wala lang. Okay? So, mamaya we will learn. Medyo talagang kailangan i-practice para matutunan. Alright? So, ano ba ang benefits para ma-motivate tayo? Siyempre, kailangan alam na bakit ba natin kailangan matutunan yan? Ano ba mapapala ako dyan? Di ba? Yun yung gusto natin malaman eh. Ano ba mapapala ako dyan? Tingnan natin. Meron nga ba? Okay. First, it reduces rumination. Ano naman yung rumination? First time na naman natin narinig yung salita. What is rumination? Thinking about the same thoughts over and over. Inisip mo na, iisipin mo na naman. At iisipin mo na naman ulit. This is the number one cause of insomnia. Hindi ka makatulog kasi yung iniisip mo, tapos mo lang isipin, iisipin mo na naman. And iisipin mo na naman ulit. Mamaya alas 3 na ng umaga kakaisip. Mindfulness will help you reduce or eliminate that. Yan, no? Para makatulog tayo na mas maaga-aga. Okay? So, that's one. Ano pa? Yan. It reduces stress. Remember, stress. Kaya tayo nasa-stress kasi iniisip natin yung mga problema natin or challenges, mga kailangan gawin or mga nangyayari sa atin na sana hindi nangyayari. Di ba? Kaya ka nasa-stress kasi iniisip yun eh. Pero if you learn mindfulness, you will minimize the time that you spend thinking about these things na hindi naman dapat talaga isipin. Yan. Okay? So, it will reduce stress. Yan. So, minomotivate natin ang ating sarili para matuto ng mindfulness. Alright, ano pa? No, alam niyo ba yung RAM? RAM, no? Random Access Memory. Yan. So, sa computer, merong RAM, di ba? Sa mga Android phone, smartphone, may RAM din yan. Mga desktop, laptop, may RAM yan. And the bigger the RAM, the more ang pwedeng gawin ng computer mo. The more ang pwedeng gawin ng smartphone mo, ng Android phone mo. Kaya di ba, pag bibili tayo ng cellphone, di ba, gusto natin malaki ang RAM. Anong RAM yan? Tinatanong natin. Bakit? Kasi marami tayong apps. No? Marami tayong apps. Pag mahina pag mababa ang RAM, konting apps lang ang pwede na gumana. No? Sabay-sabay. Yan. Now, yung concept kasi ng RAM ay galing yan sa brain. Galing yan sa brain. It's a concept that's in the brain. Yung tinatawag na working memory. Working memory. When you're doing something, part of your brain is focused on whatever you're doing para maalala mo kung ano yung plano mo, ano yung ginagawa mo, ano yung ginawa mo na, at ano yung gagawin mo pa. Di ba? Ma-focus ka doon. And pag ginamit mo daw ang mindfulness, mas lalawak at mas maging efficient ang working memory mo so that you can focus more on whatever it is that you are doing at the moment. Ayan. Okay? Signs sa mga benefits. Alright, ano pa? It improves our ability to focus attention and suppress distracting information. Alam niyo, marami tayong mga distraction. Now, right now, I'm sure may mga distraction na pumapasok sa isip niyo. May naiisip kayong ganito, kailangan gawin. May naiisip kayo, naku, gutom na ako. May naiisip, naku, may problema. Naiisip, naku, nag-away kami ng jowa ko kanina. No? May tampuhan kami ng kaibigan ko. Ang dami mo pumapasok ng isip niya. No? No, may homework pa ako. Ba't kasi kailangan ako matindi itong webinar na ito? No, ganun tayo mga iniisip. No? Utusan pa ako ni nanay. All these things are distractions. O baka maingay yung kapitbahay. These are all distractions. Diba? Kaya tinan niyo yung picture. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Pero when we use mindfulness, we will be able to focus our attention more on what we need to do. Kasi natitrain natin, isip natin, to reject all these distractions. To focus only on the task at hand. To whatever it is that you're doing at the moment. Isa yan sa mga bagay na pwede natin maluluhan. Imagine that, no? You can still train your brain. Train your brain to be a better brain. Akala niyo yung brain na yun na yan. Hindi. You can still improve. Marami kang pwedeng gawin to improve your mind. Okay? So, ano pa? Benefits. It decreases emotional reactivity. Ano yung sabihin nun? From the word react. Ano ba yung react? Nag-react ka. Nag-react ka emotionally. Saan? Sa taong kausap mo. Sa nasabi niya. Sa actions niya. Sa ginawa niya. Sa hindi niya nagawa. Sa mga nakita mo. Sa mga narinig mo. Nagre-react tayo agad. Nagagalit tayo agad. Naiirita tayo agad. Nababother tayo agad. Affected tayo agad. That's emotional reactivity. When you do mindfulness, mababawasan nyo. Hindi na tayo react ng react ng react. No? Di ba gusto natin yun, hindi tayo agad-agad affected. Pag agad-agad affected tayo, you know what that means? We are sensitive. We are sensitive. No? Hindi kasalanan ng tao na nasaktan ka sa sinabi niya. Actually, hindi. It's just that you are sensitive na you saw that as an attack. Inaatake ka. Nag-joke-joke lang siya, biro-biro lang. Sensitive ka, inaway mo siya. Di ba? No? So, mindfulness will help us reduce our sensitivity so that we do not react immediately. Yan, hindi tayo nagre-react. No? Chillax lang. I'm not bothered. Whatever. Mga ganyan, no? Right. Okay. Another. No, alam niyo na ba yung concept ng think out of the box? Minsan kasi pag tayo ay nag-iisip ng solusyon sa problema, nakakahon na yung isip natin. Ito lang ang pwede natin maisip. No? Ito lang. We cannot think of solutions outside the box. Pero, mindfulness will allow us to think flexibly. Makakaisip tayo ng mga solusyon na dati hindi natin naisip. That's another benefit. Okay? And another, ayan, sa mga lumalab life dyan, mga lumalab life na dyan. Okay? So, it improves the ability to respond well to relationship stress. No? Diba stressful ang may relasyon? Tama? Ayan, no? Nakaka-stress yan. Kala mo lang, it's all bed of roses. No? Pag ikaw yan in love, I'm so in love. No? Kala mo, it's all happiness and fun and joy. Hindi. Maraming stress yan. No? Pero one of the reasons kung bakit tayo nasa-stress sa ating relationship is because we fail to communicate our emotions. Hindi natin masabi. Hindi natin masabi na na nagkukulang na siya ng pagbigay ng attention sa atin. Hindi natin masabi na nagsiselos tayo. Hindi natin masabi na sana ginagawa niya yung gusto mong gawin niya. Agad-agad nagtatampo na lang tayo. Agad-agad inaaway natin. Di ba? Tapos yung partner mo, hindi niya alam kung bakit mo siya inaway. Kasi hindi mo nga ma-communicate. Hindi mo ma-express. Pero one of the benefits daw of mindfulness is that you'll be able to communicate. Communicate your emotions better. Without resorting to tampo, away. O, di ba? Hindi ba gusto yun, no? Walang away. Kasi nakakommunicate nyo sa isa't isa lahat. Yan. Yan. Okay, so these are all the benefits. Ang dami palang benefits ng mindfulness. Remember, hindi pa tayo nag-aaral ng mindfulness, ha? We are still learning about it first. Yan, okay? Alright, so ito na. No, ano ba kailangan natin para matutunan ng mindfulness? Paano natin gagawin yan? Okay, ano yan? Bakit may ganyang picture? No? You don't need to buy anything. Baka kasi isipin nyo, no? Kailangan natin mag-add to cart. No? Sabi ng isang, nagbigay ako ng webinar, sabi ng mga audience ko, mga teacher, sabi ng isang teacher, tinanong ko yung mga teacher, ano ang pangtanggal niyo ng stress? Sabi ng teacher, add to cart. natawa ko din. Okay, relate ba kayo? Add to cart? Ayan, no? You don't need to buy anything. Wala. Kaya may picture na ganyan, no? Wala kang bibili. Okay? Another, niisip na siguro, there's no way to quiet your mind. No? Mindfulness is not about quieting your mind. So, yun ang concept. Para, kailangan pag mag-meditate ka, everything is quiet. No. It's not that easy to quiet your mind, as you will discover later. Kaya pag ikaw ay naniwala na hindi mo kaya, hindi mo talaga magagawa. Kaya you must be open. You must be open to learning mindfulness. Alright? Okay. That's not the goal here, yung to quiet your mind. Okay? Ang goal is to be here now. Hindi nag-wander isip mo. No? Alright. Ano pa? Your mind will wander. Normal yon kasi ang isip natin kung saan-saan talaga naglalakbayan. Ano-ano naisip mo. Mamaya, pabago-bago ka na lang naisip. No? Okay lang yon. It's not something to fear or to be frustrated about. No? Ang magic kasi ng mindfulness is once you recognize na nag-wander na yung mind mo, iba na yung iniisip niya, kaya mo na siyang i-catch at bumalik. Teka, 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 mindfulness, mindfulness. No? Distraction yan. Yan. Ganun yun. No? Alright? You can consciously bring your mind back to the present moment. Yan. Ano kaya yun, ano? Mamaya matututunan natin. Pinaprepare ko pa lang kayo. Okay? Your judgy brain will try to take over. No? Pag meron kayo naisip na distraction or may naisip kayo na ginawa nyo or naalala yung memory, no? Bigla na lang magkakaroon ng judgment. No? Na nakakaasar naman yung memory na yun. Nakakainis naman itong ganito. Nakakalungkot naman yung ganyan. Napapaisip tayo ng mga hindi na-judge natin yung mga distractions. No? Okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. Don't criticize yourself. Try not to judge yourself or whatever thoughts that pop up. Kasi pag may papasok talaga mga thoughts, no, wag lang kayong magpapadala doon sa thought. Babalik ka lang sa mindfulness. Okay? Yan. Judgments will arise, pero make a mental note of them and then let them go. Let go. Diba? Anong movie yun? Sabi nila, let it go. Ano ba yun? Okay? Alright. It's all about returning your attention again and again to the present moment. Yan lang. Focusing on the moment. Mamaya, tatry na natin. Okay? Okay? So, look at that picture there. No? Para lang maintindihan, ano ba yung present moment? Tingnan nyo sila. They are a family. And do they look like they are enjoying the moment? Mukha bang nag-enjoy sila sa moment nila? They look like they are enjoying the moment. And when you look at them, they are in the moment. Nandun sila. They are there. Bakit ko nasabing they are there in the moment? Tingnan niyo yung mga mukha nila. Meron ba sa kanilang mukhang nag-iisip na, kanina lang nag-away kami nito eh. Ngayon, bati-bati na. Kapon nga, may kasalanan yan sa akin. Nakikita ba sa mukha nila na they are dwelling on the past? No, hindi natin nakikita yan. They are in the moment. Tingnan niyo yung mga mukha nila. Meron ba sa kanilang nag-iisip, naku, mamaya pag-uwi ko, paglalaba pa ako? Meron ba sa kanilang mukhang ganon? Wala. They are in the moment. The problem kasi lagi is we are always either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We are never in the present moment. Yan. Kaya habol natin sa mindfulness is live in the moment. Okay? Alright. So, ito na. Gagawin na natin. So, guys, sana, wherever you are, sa bahay, sana try nyo to. No? Kasi hindi nyo to matututunan kung hindi nyo pa-practicing. So, you will need to do this. So, everyone, I ask everyone, sana try nyo to, yung mindfulness. Ano ba ang pwedeng gawin? No? Yan. Ano yan? No? For sale yan. Alam nyo kung magkano? Joke lang. Hindi ko kayo binibenta ng monoblock chair. Hanap kayo ng upuan. Nakaupo naman kayo, right? So, look for a place where you can sit down. Upo lang huwag yung higa. Iba yung higa. Iba yung nakaupo. Kasi pag humiga ka, baka makatulog ka. Upo lang. Sit comfortably. Okay? Alright, take a seat. So, sino sa inyo ang hindi nakaupo? Upo muna. Okay? Find a place to sit that feels calm and quiet to you. No? Kung hindi quiet, okay lang. It doesn't have to be quiet. No? Basta komportable, nakaupo. Yan, and then, no? You will set a time limit. No? Sa cellphone, no? May mga timer dyan. No? Gaano katagal ang gusto niyo i-try? No? Gaano katagal? No? Gusto niyo ba mag-try ng 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Pero this time, what we'll do is we will try it for 1 minute lang. And then afterwards, we will try it for 2 minutes. And afterwards, we will try it for 3 minutes. We will try to make it longer and longer. No? Kasi pa-practicein natin today so that later, kaya nyo nang gawin on your own. Diba? Kasi we want to learn this skill. Okay, so upo tayo. Notice your body. Diba nakaupo kayo ngayon? Ano nararamdaman ng inyong katawan habang kayo ay nakaupo? Yan. Sige, try to notice your body. Ano nararamdaman ng iyong likod, ng iyong mga binti, ng iyong mga paa, ng inyong leeg, ng inyong mga braso? Ano ang nararamdaman ng iyong katawan? Try to be aware what you're feeling right now in your body. Ano ba ang nararamdaman niyo? Your posture, the parts of your body while you are sitting down. What are you feeling right now? Yan, no? Feel your muscles. Tense ba? Relaxed ba? Try to feel. No? Feel your breathing. Yan, no? Everything. Lahat na nararamdaman ng katawan, try to feel. Alright? Okay. Make sure your position is stable. Yan, kasi baka malaglag ka, baka hindi maganda yung silya mo. Okay? Yan, ito na. Feel your breath. Okay? So, try natin ha. Feel your breath. Eh, wag niyo pilitin. Normal lang. Normal lang. Huwag niyo pilitin. Huwag ganun. No, just normal breathing. Normal. Feel your breathing. Yan. As the air enters, and exhale, inhale, exhale. Try to feel your breathing. Yan. Feel your breathing. Focus lang kayo doon sa breathing. Focus lang kayo sa breathing. Yan. O, diba? Kaya nyo mag-focus sa breathing? Breathing lang ha. Breathing lang. Don't focus on anything else. Just your breathing. Normal breathing. Huwag nyo pilitin, huwag nyo laliman, huwag nyo bilisan. Normal breathing lang. Normal breathing. Diba? Just focus. No? Normal breathing ha. Huwag lalaliman. No deep inhalation or exhalation. No? Huwag bibilisan, huwag babagalan. Normal breathing. Okay? Diba? Nasasanay tayo mag-focus. Nagpo-focus kayo sa breathing. So, gawin nyo lang to ha. You just keep doing it. Just keep doing it at home. Keep doing it while you're sitting down. Focus on your breathing. Yan. Okay? So, yun, nasanay na kayo doon. Follow the sensation of your breath as it goes out, as it goes in. Diba? Ano nararamdaman ng inyong chest? Ano nararamdaman ng iyong ilong? Ng inyong baga? Yan, no? Ng inyong katawan? No? Nag-expand ang inyong chest. What are you feeling? Yan, no? Focus lang kayo doon. Diba? Just focus on that. Okay? Now, habang kayo ay nag-breathing, notice na mag-wander na yung mind mo. Mag-wander na yung mind mo. Mamaya kung saan na napunta yung isip mo, no? Focus on breathing. Yan. Naku, breathing. Kasi breathing, naaalala ko tuloy yung naninigarilyo kanina. Grabe yung naninigarilyo kanina kasi na-istorbo ko ng amoy ng sigarilyo. Kaya sinisigarilyo niya kasi mga kapitbahay naninigarilyo. Nag-wander na yung isip mo, no? Isip lang yung breathing, mamaya nag-wander na yung isip mo. Okay lang yon. Catch mo yung sarili. Oh, teka. Nag-wander na yung mind ko. Balik. Breathing ulit. Mamaya, mag-wander na yung isip mo. Ako, yung goldfish ko, pag nag-breathing, nagbabubbles siya. Nagbabubbles siya. Kaya ang isip ng goldfish ko pag nagbabubbles siya. Nag-breathing siya. No? Yan. No? Uy, taga, nag-distract na naman ako. Wait. Balik. Breathing. Whenever your mind wanders, whenever you get distracted, kung may mga intrusion, mga intruder, mga istorbo, mga thoughts and memories, no? Okay lang yon. As long as napansin mo na nag-wander na yung mind mo, ibalik mo lang. Breathing ulit. Yan na naman yan. Go back to your breathing. Go back to your breathing. Ginagawa niyo pa ba? Nakafocus pa ba kayo sa breathing? Breathing lang. Focus lang sa breathing. No? Pag may nag-wander na naman ang isip mo, na may narinig ka, may music sa labas, may bumusina, no, naamoy mo yung nilulutong ulam sa kusina, no, na-distract, sarap ng ulam, na-distract na naman ako. Breathing ulit. That's mindfulness. Whenever you get distracted, balik sa breathing. Okay? Nagets nyo na ba kung paano ginagawa? Whenever there's distraction, hayaan mo lang siya, balik ka lang sa breathing. That's mindfulness. Now, ito gagawin natin guys ha. Gagawin na natin ito ngayon. Magpo-focus lang kayo sa breathing. Ang gagawin lang natin is 1 minute. So I'm going to set a timer for myself. Kaya magsiset ng timer para alam kong 1 minute. And then sana lahat kayo gagawin nyo to. No? 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. I'm going to set the timer. And then magsa-start na tayo. Okay? So again ha, focus lang kayo sa breathing. Wala kayong ibang i-entertain na distraction. Breathing lang. 1 minute lang to. Pag na-distract kayo ng kahit anong thoughts or memories or worries or nakakatawa or whatever, balik lang sa breathing ulit. Okay? 1 minute? Kaya? Go na ba? Start na tayo ha. Ready? Focus on your breathing. Remember, you should be relaxed in your chair. Ready? 1 minute? Go. Yan. Oh, di ba? Ang bilis ng 1 minute, no? Ano, kamusta? Successful ba o maraming distraction? Ha? Successful ba o maraming distraction? Yan. So, mamaya, share niyo yung experience. So, we will try it again. We will try it again. No, this time, 2 minutes. Walang distraction. Pag may distraction, babalik lang kayo sa breathing. Okay ba yun? Kaya? Sige, set ko ulit ang aking timer, ha? I will set the timer. No? 2 minutes. Try natin. Okay, ready? Breathing ulit. Pag na-distract, babalik lang kayo ulit sa breathing. And don't forget to relax. No? Okay, ready? Go. Okay, 2 minutes are up. Was it easier this time? Parang dumadali, ano? Kahit mas mahaba. Oh, it's easier this time. Oh, di ba? Okay, so that's breathing mindfulness. Pero alam nyo, maraming klase ang mindfulness. Hindi lang sa breathing. I will teach you other ways. No? Ano ba yung pwede natin focus aside from breathing? Ayan, okay? So, let's now proceed to mindfulness using the senses. Okay. So again, you may do this right now. Tatry din natin for 1 minute ulit mamaya. Para at least may practice kayo. So you can do it on your own. No? Nakaupo ulit tayo. You can focus the sensation of sitting down. Pwedeng doon ka lang mag-focus. No? Ano ba yung nararamdaman ng katawan mo habang ikaw ay nakaupo? Yan, marami yan. No? Your buttocks, your legs, your feet, no? Your arms, your back, your neck. Diba? Or, you can focus on sounds. Nga, try nyo lang. Ano yung mga naririnig ninyo bukod sa boses ko? What are the sounds that you can hear around you? Yan. Ano ba? Meron ba kayong naririnig na electric fan, aircon, naririnig nyo ba yung sa kalsada? Okay lang yun. No? Huwag lang kayo magpapadala sa distraction. Just be aware of all the sounds around you. Don't focus on any one of them. Focus kayo sa lahat. Lahat ng sounds. No? All the sounds that you can hear. Diba? Ano yung mga sounds na naririnig ninyo? May naririnig ba kayong ibon sa labas? Naririnig niyo ba yung TV? Nanonood ba si ate, si kuya? No? Naririnig niyo ba yung tao sa kusina? No? Ano naririnig niyo? Yan, mga dumadaang kalsada sa labas. No? Yung aso, naririnig niyo ba? Just be aware of all of them. Pero huwag kayong magpapadistract. Aware of all the sounds. Yan. No? Oh, diba? Just be aware of the sounds. No? Huwag niyo pag-iisipan yung sounds. Just be aware. Ano yung mga sounds? Don't even try to label them. Uy, ibon yun. Uy, kotse yun. Uy, busina yun. Huwag ganon. Just be aware of the sounds. Huwag mo na silang pag-isipan or i-identify. Just be aware. O, di ba? That's another form of mindfulness. Ano pa? You can also focus on the things that you see. Everything that you see. No? Huwag lang kayo magpo-focus sa kahit isa. Focus kayo sa lahat. Ano yung mga colors po. Now, what are the things that are entering my eyes right now? Yan. No? Ano ba yun? Huwag kayo maghanap ng titingnan. Just be aware. Yung mga lights, yung mga colors, yung pumapasok sa mata mo. No? But don't think about them. Just be aware of them. And whenever there's a distraction, no? Balik ka lang ulit. Balik ka lang ulit sa senses. Okay? O, di ba? Okay. So, sige, tatry na natin to. Mindfulness using the senses. Ang gagamitin natin ay sound. Ang gagamitin natin ay sound. So, para magawa natin yon na mas effective, pipikit tayo. Pipikit tayo. And we will try it for 1 minute lang. 1 minute lang. Okay? So, everybody, please close your eyes. Pikit na po tayong lahat. No? Now, as you are close, when your eyes are closed, try to be aware of all the sounds. No? Hindi pa tayo nag-start, ha? Ano lang to, practice lang. Try to be aware of all the sounds habang kayo ay nakapikit. Ano yung mga naririnig ninyo. And try to be aware na mayroong mga distraction na naman na pumapasok sa isip ninyo. No? May nangyari kanina or kahapon, may naalala kayo. No? Or meron kayong kailangan gawin mamaya, no? Distraction na naman yan, or meron kayong nakita o narinig or kung ano man, narinig kayong mga nag-uusap, no? Na-distract ka dun sa conversation. Okay lang yan? No? Balik ka lang sa sounds na narinig mo. Kapag may narinig kang conversation, huwag kang mag-focus dun sa pinag-uusapan. Hayaan mo lang yung mga words. They are just sounds. Okay? Ready na? So, pikit po tayong lahat, and then I'll tell you when it's over. 1 minute lang. Focus on the sounds. Ready? Pikit na po, and I will tell you when it's over. Go! Okay. So, pwede na tayong dumilat. Ayan. So, how was it? How was your experience? Mindfulness using sound. Okay. So I hope you learned, no? I hope you learned the skill of mindfulness. You can practice it on your own. Kung gusto nyo pahabain yung time that you spend, okay din yon. Pero sa simula, medyo mahirap, no? Kasi maraming distraction. Try nyo muna 1 minute, and then 2 minutes, and then maybe you can reach up to 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, no? Okay yun, no? So whenever you're stressed, you can practice mindfulness. Okay, so I think that ends my sharing and my talk for this morning. So, babalik ko na po kay Ma'am Pat. No, ayan. Okay. So, all right.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Fabella. That was a very informative talk. Na. Sometimes we forget to breathe and pause for a while because of the fast-paced world that we live in right now po, no? Kaya yung 1 to 2 minutes na pinagawa niyo po sa amin kanina talagang kailangan na kailangan po namin ito. Again, thank you, Doc. Now, these are some of the lessons that we learned from Doc earlier. The different ways of self-care that we can do for 15 minutes, such as set aside time for yourself, physical exercise, creative expression, play with a pet, nature appreciation, and go offline temporarily. And we also learned the various unhealthy online activities such as partying pictures, comparison, over-sexualizing clothing, viral video attempts, and humiliating or attacking others. And we also learned mindfulness, which is a type of meditation in which you focus on what you sense and feel without interpretation or any judgment. Okay, and we also learned the benefits of mindfulness, how to prepare for mindfulness, and mindfulness using the senses. So we hope that everyone watching and listening benefited from the topic discussed by our resource speaker. Now, let us proceed with the question and answer portion. So we will go ahead and give time for questions now. Again, for those who are watching via Facebook live stream, kindly type your questions in the comment section of the stream right now. Okay? So we have a few questions from the comment section earlier. Kanina pa po ito, Doc, no? This is from Nor and Cheska. So how can we overcome this rumination thought? And do you have any tips po para maiwasan mag-overthink?
Ayan, thank you, Ma'am Pat, for that question. Yeah, that's a very good uh, inquiry. No? Kasi isa yun sa mga uh, nangyayari ngayon, no? Isip tayo ng isip. So this is what I'd like you to do. Kapag kayo po ay nag-iisip at iniisip nyo na naman kung ano man yung iniisip nyo, ask yourself, ba't ko nga ba iniisip to? Ano nga papala ako pag iniisip ko to ng paulit-ulit? Wala naman. Nakakatulong ba yung iniisip ko siya paulit-ulit? Parang hindi. Nasosolusyonan ba yung problema pag inisip ko siya over and over and over? Parang hindi din. So, ba't ko siya iniisip? Parang I'm wasting my time. So, ganito gagawin natin. I-challenge natin siya. We challenge the rumination. No? Di ko naman pala kailangan isipin ng paulit-ulit eh. No? Eventually, you will come to that conclusion na hindi kailangang isipin. So that's one of the things that you can do to break rumination. No? Kasi later, no, as you become more practiced sa paggamit ng mindfulness, magiging automatic din yan sa inyo na kaya nyong labanan yung rumination. No? Kasi pag nagtithink ka, mag-mindfulness ka lang. Mindfulness ka lang. And yung iniisip mo, distraction lang yan. No? Mindfulness. No? Ganun lang. So I think, I hope I answered the question po, Ma'am Pat.
Yes, Doc. I hope Doc answered the question of Nor and Cheska. Now, let us proceed with the next po. What to do, Doc, if you are trying to be better pero mismong family mo na yung nagda-down sa'yo?
Okay. So that's another interesting question. Ano? Kasi alam nyo, ang stress, it's not about the problem. Kasi lagi tayong may problema. It's about how we see the problem. So, kasi yun yung lagi natin iniisip, mawawala lang ang stress ko pag nawala ang problema ko. Hindi nawawala yung problem eh. So we have to change the way we see the problem. We have to change the way we react to the problem, no? Pag pinapalaki natin yung problema, when we are affected, we allow ourselves to be affected by the problem. That's when it becomes more stressful. Kaya you have to tell yourself, you have to ask yourself, should I be affected? Should I be concerned? Should I allow it to ruin my feelings in my day? Yan. So, kapag in that specific situation, ano, kasi what you can do is may tinatawag kasing compartmentalization. Ano yung compartmentalization? Compartment. Ikakahon mo yung problema. Ilagay mo sa isang kahon. Ito yung problema. Kuha ka ng kahon. O, problema, dito ka muna sa kahon, tatago muna kita dyan, kakalimutan muna kita para mag-enjoy naman ako. That's compartmentalization. Pwede nyo gawin yun. No? At kung gusto niya harapin yung problema, labas ka na sa kahon, ayan, sige, anong gagawin natin sa'yo? Ganon. These are mind tricks that you can do with yourself to handle stress and to handle problems no matter what the source is. Kahit family pa yan. No, it's how you react. It's how you handle. It's how you manage. No, your reaction to the problem. That matters. No, kaya may mga tao dyan na kahit parang ang laki-laki ng problema nila pero chillax lang sila. Diba naman ganun eh. And they've learned the tricks on how to handle these things. No? So ganun lang po yan. No, I hope I answered your question po.
Okay, thank you, Doc. I hope that student, okay, remembered what Doc said, no? So we have the third to the last question po from Victor. I've been dealing with introvert and anxiety during the pandemic and being inside my bedroom. So how to deal with it? Or how do I deal with it?
Okay, so that's another very good question. Uh, tell yourself you're not alone. Kasi minsan pag tayo introverted, feeling natin tayo lang yung ganun. No, ako lang ang introvert, lahat sila hindi mahiyain, ako lang ang mahiyain. Actually, that's not true. In fact, mas maraming introvert kaysa extrovert. Yung iba, magaling lang magdala. Magaling lang magdala. Ako, tingnan niyo ako. Mukha ba akong introvert o extrovert? Magugulat kayo pag sinabi ko sa inyo na introvert din ako. Pero magaling na ako magdala. Na hindi mo kang introvert, no? It's about, ganito po yan, ano? If you really want to overcome yung pagiging introvert, you need to overcome it little by little. Huwag mo bibiglayan. Try, kung naiiyak ka makipag-usap sa maraming tao, try to talk muna with someone na hindi ka nahihiya. Someone you're comfortable with. Yan. So talk to that person kasi komportable ka na doon. Try to expose yourself to that person. Talk about anything. Huwag ka mahihiya sa kahit anong pag-uusapan ninyo. Kasi doon nagsisimula yung introversion eh. Mayroon ka mga topics na hindi mo masabi. No? And then once you become comfortable with one person, try to talk to another person. Na baka hindi ka masyadong close doon and try to talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Once na naging komportable ka na doon, try to talk to another person. No? And eventually, masasanay ka na, uy, ang sarap pala makipag-usap sa tao. But you need to start with just one. Huwag mong biglayin na kailangan, ano, you're the life of the party. You know, without party, everybody loves me. Hindi ganun eh. Baka matrauma ka doon. No? There- Baby steps. Yung tinatawag natin doon eh, baby steps. You
Baby
take it
steps.
one step at a time. So I hope I answered your question. Thank you po, Ma'am Pat, for that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, we're down to our last question. This is from one person lang po. So, this is from Grace. Now, which numbers can I call po when I'm having dark thoughts or some other negative intrusive thoughts? Yung free po sana because I don't want to burden my mother. Now, follow-up question po niya, how can I make someone see their own worth po? It's also hurting me na ganun po tingin niya sa sarili niya. I want to help her, kaso since I'm also like her, I don't know if what I said to her even makes her feel better. I feel like a useless friend po.
Okay, thank you po, Ma'am Pat, for that. So I will answer the first question last. Unahin ko yung second question kasi
Okay.
mas mabigat yung second question. No? Um, Sometimes we have this tendency to want to save another person. Meron tayong ganun tendency. I want to help this person. I want to be the hero. I want to save this person. I want to help this person. No? May ganun tayong tendency sometimes. Pero minsan na-over tayo. Minsan na-over tayo dun sa ganun na parang we are so concerned about one person that we want to do everything. We want to be the savior of that person, the superhero for that person's life. Actually, that's also not recommended to try to be everything to another person. The best thing that you can do to help someone who is going through a problem is to just be there and just listen. You don't even need to give advice. Kasi minsan yung advice na binibigay natin baka hindi nakakatulong. Kasi we don't really, una, we're not professionals who can give advice, no? Gaya ng mga nandito sa Center for Counseling and Career Development. They are professionals. They can give advice. They can give life coaching. Pag kapwa natin kamag-aral, ang alam natin is the same level ng kaalaman ng kaibigan natin. We don't know any better. Kung ano siya, yun din tayo. Di ba? Magkaklase tayo eh. Kaibigan. Di ba? Pero if you seek help from a professional, gaya ng mga nandito sa Center for Counseling and Career Development, yun, I can assure you, makakatulong ang lahat ng sasabihin nila. Okay, so ito po yung mga steps na I think I can recommend. No? Just be there for the person. By being there, you're making the person feel that he or she is not alone. Hindi siya nag-iisa. Listen, but avoid giving advice. Kasi minsan guys, pag nagbibigay tayo ng advice, it's not really to help the person. Parang gusto natin siyang ayusin. No, yung mindset na may problema siya, gusto ko ayusin yung problema niya. When you do that, you're not helping the person, you're helping yourself. Di ba? Gusto mo siya ayusin para hindi ka na rin ang problema. Di ba? May ganun tendency. Huwag tayong ganon. Kasi pag problema siya, problema din ako. So, ayusin ko yung problema niya para wala na lang akong problema. Honestly, that's a selfish reason to help. You really want to help the person, listen, be there for that person, and if tingin mo masyado na mabigat yung problema niya, suggest na sana kausapin ninyo yung sa Center for Counseling and Career Development natin dito sa all of us. No? So, I think that's the best way to help. There's nothing really we can do to make the person feel better about himself or herself. That's a personal struggle. Kahit ano pa sabihin natin sa kanya, pag ninenegate niya, no, we can't change the person's mind. No, mababa pa rin ang tingin sa sarili niya. You can try to uplift the person. Sabi, galing mo nga, dahil mo nga kayang gawin, dahil mo talents, dahil mo ganito, you're so much better in so many things. You can do all that. You can try that. But if that still does not work, no, you need someone else to help. Someone who is a professional. So know our limits. We are just friends, classmates. Know what we can and cannot do for our fellow classmates. Kaya nga may mga guidance counselor tayo. So that they can carry the burdens that you cannot. And as for the second question, yung sa number, yung sa National Center for Mental Health, meron silang crisis line. Gusto ko sana i-share, pero i-google ko pa yung picture. Kasi meron silang digital poster ng crisis hotline nila, National Center for Mental Health. Anyone can call that number. No, anonymous yon and free yon. So if you want to Google it yourself, National Center for Mental Health Crisis Hotline. No? You just call it, it's free, it's anonymous. If you think you are undergoing a crisis, huwag kayong mag-hesitate to call kasi marami talaga nagkakaroon ng mental health issues ngayong pandemic. You know why? Because what happened to us is a drastic change. Nagbago ang mundo natin. And we're all adjusting. We're all having a hard time to adjust and accept all these changes. Kaya, sabi nga nila, it's okay not to be okay. But you need to seek help. Ganun lang po. So I hope I answered your question po. Thank you po, Ma'am Pat.
Thank you, sir. Napakaganda po nung sinabi niyo na it's okay not to be okay, but you must seek help. So, students, open na open ang pintuan ng Guidance Department o ng Center for Counseling and Career Department para sa inyo. Okay? So, ngayon, ayan. Thank you for all of your questions, our dear students and viewers. As much as we want to accommodate you all, we have limited time only. So please raise your questions on our Facebook page and we will post frequently asked questions or FAQs after this webinar. Okay. Now, we in the Center for Counseling and Career Development wants to express our gratitude to you, Dr. Fabella, for accepting our invitation to be our resource speaker and for sharing your knowledge and wisdom regarding the realities of mental health. We will surely apply and share these learnings so that we could face adversities with hope and optimism. Now, let us proceed with the awarding of certificate for our resource speaker. Allow me to read the citation. Our Lady of Perpetual Soccer College, General Ordonez Street, Concepcion 1, Marikina City, Philippines. Certificate of Appreciation, Dr. Frederick Edward T. Fabella, for sharing his valuable knowledge as a resource speaker in the webinar, Mental Health Care, Let's Make It a Reality, given this 23rd of October 2021, signed by Cassandra K.U. Florentino, CLC, CCBT, Junior High School to College, OIC, Armida Salvador Samaniego, PhD, President. So congratulations, Doc. Here's our virtual certificate po for you.
Maraming po salamat. Thank you po. I'm so happy to have been invited sa Olops. Actually, it's my dream to enter that school. Every time na mapadaan ako, ang ganda-ganda naman ng school. I want to go inside. Pero hindi pa nakakapasok, no? Sayang, virtual ito, no? Sana face-to-face. Para makita ko naman ang magandang school ninyo. It's always been my dream to enter your school. Thank you po ulit. It's an honor to be here, virtually.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc. It's an honor po. Soon po, pag nag-face-to-face, i-invite po namin ulit kayo sa webinar or sa seminar per se. Okay. Now, to formally end the program, we would like to thank everyone who watched and listened on today's webinar. A certificate of attendance or participation will be generated once you finish answering the activity evaluation Google form that is being flashed on the screen at this very moment. So kindly check your screen and look for the link or the evaluation link. Please be reminded that the evaluation form will be closed by 12:15 p.m., which is 30 minutes from now. Again, kindly answer the Google evaluation form that is being flashed on the screen or that can be found at the comment section. Okay, kung hindi nyo siya makita, we will also post it on our FB page. So kindly click on that link, answer that evaluation, and an e-certificate will be generated automatically. Okay. Now, thank you everyone. Special thanks to the teachers, professors, and to our dear students who are present and watching this webinar via Facebook live stream. Now, as promised, grade incentives will be given to students who registered and successfully answered the evaluation form of this activity. So you just have to present the screenshot of your registration and certificate of attendance or participation to your respective subject teachers who will give the grade incentives. As we conclude this activity, we would like to request everyone for a moment of silence to thank the Lord for this opportunity to be with you in this meaningful activity. We hope for your continuous support on our endeavors. Please follow our official Facebook page at OLOPS, Center for Counseling and Career Development, or type www.facebook.com/olops.cccd, and our YouTube channel. Just search olops-cccd for more information and updates. Again, I am Patricia Cruz from the Center for Counseling and Career Development, High School to College, and we would like to impart a quotation from Demi Lovato saying, "You don't have to struggle in silence. You can be unsilent as long as you open up to somebody about it, because it's really important you share your experience with people so that you can get the help that you need." Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and God bless us all. Thank you so much. Again, for the evaluation link, kindly check it on our Facebook page. It will be posted on that page. Okay?